Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Kevin Jones. I am the co-founder of Spritz. I'm also working in the graph ecosystem. And I've been working in the Ethereum space for about 7 years, and very excited to talk to you guys a little bit about a project that I've been working on called Spritz. So this talk is titled Building a Decentralized, Censorship-Resistant, and Permissionless Communication App on Ethereum. And so what is Spritz? Well, Spritz is exactly that. It's the first decentralized, truly decentralized video and messaging application built on Ethereum, with using Ethereum as the identity-first approach of being able to communicate in a censorship-resistant way. So our mission is to restore communications as a fundamental human right by building censorship-resistant, decentralized infrastructure that enables anyone or anywhere to communicate privately and directly without centralized servers, surveillance, or gatekeepers. Funny thing is that Spritz was actually born out of an actual problem of censorship. It started actually with my wife trying to contact her mother in Russia. My wife is Russian. And one of the issues that she had is that pretty much any application that she tried would either completely cut off, obviously, after in the past couple of years. And so it was definitely an issue for her to be able to communicate freely. Additionally, recently I was in Abu Dhabi for a conference, Solana Breakpoint, don't judge. I was there, and we were trying to FaceTime with my family, and I just could not. And I come to believe that in all the surrounding area of United Arab Emirates, you basically cannot use video conferencing services. Then I tried getting on my VPN, and I found out that my VPN was actually blocked as well. So this censorship issue is definitely something that I think if you're not in a place where you experience it or you don't travel, you're not really aware that it is a serious problem. And so, again, Spritz was built out of that concept. So the team is me and Eugenia. Previously, I've worked at NGINX. Again, I'm working in the graph ecosystem at Edge and Node. I am experienced with infrastructure, and yeah, that's enough about me. So what is the problem? So the problem is that there's an estimated 29% of the global population, so almost 2.3 billion people that live in countries where essentially VoIP is restricted or censored in some way. That's a lot of people. On top of that, a lot of enterprises have limited options for communication platforms, especially decentralized communication. There are some things like XMTP and Logos messaging, which I'll talk about, which actually Spritz is built on, which help with that, but there is not a platform that makes it easy for enterprises to adopt these decentralized solutions. They have to kind of build it from scratch. So what we aim to do, and I'll focus on the individual side, is Spritz Chat is this decentralized messaging platform for video and for messaging built on Ethereum first. Conversations are encrypted end-to-end with your wallet, essentially. And you're using your wallet as an identity. So this also helps you integrate things like using Spritz to do financial transactions inside of the chat as well. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So the key components, how it's built, essentially we're using Logos messaging for all of the messaging features. So you can do peer-to-peer messaging, you can create private group chats, you can also do more public group chats on Logos. For people that don't know Logos, Logos is a decentralized messaging system that uses this concept of like light nodes and routing. So Spritz Chat itself, when you load Spritz Chat, it is a light node on the Logos network. And so you're instantly connected on your device to, and you're routing your transactions in a private way. We're also using, obviously, Web3 authentication. So we support sign-in with Ethereum and sign-in with Solana. And so in this method, you do own your identity, you own the login, and all the code is open source. We also have X402 enabled in some contexts. So you can also link your calendar to Spritz. And the benefit there is you can essentially use it similar to like Calendly for like setting up meetings. And you can do paid meetings through via X402, which is a really cool feature. And we also support video conferencing and audio conferencing through decentralized WebRTC as well. So when you connect and you want to connect to another user, another Ethereum user, we're routing that traffic again through a decentralized network called Huddle01. So yeah, a user can come in, sign in with their wallet, ENS or SNS, sign in with Ethereum, sign in with Solana. They can also use something like Alien ID or World ID. So we have that direct integration so you can log in and connect. And this is interesting because it opens up a use case where maybe in the future we can do some kind of like proof of human so that you know that you're chatting with someone that it hasn't, it's not a bot essentially. We also support email login for people that don't necessarily know how to use Web3, but they want to talk to their son that is an Ethereum maxi. They can just log in with email and we'll create an account for them. One of the coolest things I think about Spritz is we also support passkey. We're using what's called WebAuthn, which is a special package that lets you sign with a passkey and create an Ethereum account just by using your Face ID or whatever mechanism that your phone supports for passkeys. Then users can send messages, make calls, join chat channels, do live streaming as well. We support live streaming, which is a really cool feature, using Live Peer. So we have a direct integration with Live Peer, so you can stream similar you would do with like Instagram or Facebook Live or something like that. You can add friends. We also have this cool little thing called pixel art, which is fun. You can make these little pixel arts and send them in chat. Just a fun little thing. And we also have a lot of other features for chat that differentiate us. Because we're using blockchain native kind of concepts, we have built-in Web3 wallets, built-in vaults, social wallets. You often hear Vitalik talk about social wallets. We bring that to the table. We also support AI features that are coming soon. It's currently in beta, but essentially like for ETH Denver, we had a Buffy the Buffercorn AI agent that was sitting inside of a group chat that was hosted on a decentralized network where people could query and talk to it in a decentralized way, which is super cool. And we also support, again, scheduled sessions. So similar to like Calendly, you can essentially use Spritz as this kind of like all-in-one communication tool. The native AI chat features, again, this is like just a screenshot from the ETH Denver community chat. You can see here, you can just literally just tag an AI agent inside of the chat. We're going to be opening this up probably eventually soon. We're just trying to figure out exactly what the model looks like for supporting the LLM inference. But essentially, you'll be able to create your own AI agent, put it into a chat room, and train it on people chatting in your community and like basically gathering that stuff. One of the integrations we're looking at is maybe using bonfires, if you guys have heard of bonfires, which is basically a product out of DeSci World. We're eventually hoping to integrate that. So you can basically do some kind of AI agent stuff inside of chat rooms. This is probably the coolest feature that I think is we have Spritz smart wallets, which are powered by Safe. And the cool thing is, again, you can sign with a passkey. So if you sign in with a EOA or a passkey, we can create a Spritz wallet for you inside of the chat application. And then we have the built-in account abstraction. So we sponsor all of the gas on layer 2s that we support. We also are using the Graph's token API for all of the data that we're using inside of that. So we support pretty much all the networks that the Graph's token API supports. And then we also have the vaults, which again, Vitalik often talks about this concept of like being able to have a multi-sig with friends and family. We do support that as well. So you can come in here, you can create a social vault. You can literally just tag your friends that are in there. So you can tag an ENS name, you could tag a Spritz username, you can put in an Ethereum address, and you can build a multi-sig and deploy it all through the UI. And again, that is also sponsored gas on all layer 2s as well. We also just recently added ENS subnames. So now if you have let's say you bring up app.spritz.chat, you create a passkey, you claim a username, it's going to create an Ethereum wallet for you under the hood, and then you're just going to need to come in here, put in your username, and you'll instantly have an ENS name, subname. So you would have like, myname.spritz.eth, and you can again just claim it through the normal flow, and then you get this kind of like resolver, and you can save that. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't want to take up too much time. I know we're running over, but I'm definitely open to answer any questions about the platform that you might have. Any questions? Thank you. Thank you so much. Want someone back there? Yep. Oh, here's the mic.
Yeah, well, I'll have a strong voice. Well, I'm just curious about where you came from with the name Spritz, because I like it, and also obviously the protocol in general. It's really nice and it's really useful nowadays. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. The name was it's silly, but it's like Aperol Spritzes. Like it's kind of a fun little summer feeling thing, and like we were literally just like talking, like me and my wife, and she's like, "Oh, like Spritz is kind of a fun name, and it's fun to say." You know, it's like a good. It's hard to find a good name for a product actually, and Spritz just kind of rolls off the tongue. Is very memorable, and who doesn't like Aperol Spritzes? Yeah, and I appreciate the comment. Thank you.
I have also a question.
Uh huh.
I see that one of your USPs is actually the chat, the video chat. So you had to still build the whole infrastructure for wallet and all this onboarding stuff on it, because that's the internet of the future, right? Web3. So we did it exactly the same. But my question to you is, are you also, like, your chat features and your video features, can it also work as a dApp so that I could integrate it via API in our wallet and our users get the features? Because we solving, like many people solve the same problem, but they have a different USP on top, and yours is clearly the video voice chat.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we do have an SDK. It's very lightweight right now, and it's directly used for like messaging. But we do want to support video and audio soon through it. So we are basically going to do a V2 of Spritz. It will be a slight revamp to make it even more like kind of censorship resistant and pass like the walkaway test. Try to be following this whole CROPS guideline for that Ethereum's focused on. And one of those things will be, yes, a fully kind of decentralized SDK that supports all of the protocol. So until that happens, probably in the next 6 months or so, that will come to a reality. So and we would love to chat with you. So for sure. Awesome. I think maybe one more question if anyone has one. No? Awesome. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Appreciate you guys.